All right, so we got Triangle Island here. Let's hit some colors. Yellow, yellow, blue, blue, green, green. All right, remember that in other countries they don't use commas, they use spaces. So that's why there's a 1 and then a space and then 800. All right, it's an IB question. They don't use commas to separate the numbers, they use spaces. Um, so I've got that. It wants to know the third side. So it wants to know this. All right, again, I don't have a pair of greens or a pair of blues or a pair of yellows that I know both of the numbers. So I cannot use law of sines, which means this is a law of cosines. I am looking for the side. So I'm using the same formula I did for the first one if you watched that video. All right, if not, this is the formula to find the side when I'm using law of cosines. All right, the C, all right, is not, again, not the C of the triangle necessarily. It might be, but in this triangle, those are the side and the angle that are opposite each other that I care about. So that means in this situation, they're going to be the values that go in for C. So it's going to be C squared equals, I'm going to make the 1600 the A and the 1800 the B. 2 times 1600 times 1800 cosine of 78. Remember, super important, the A and the B, they don't matter which one's A and B. All right, the only thing that matters in here is C. So 1600 squared plus 1800 squared cosine of 78, I believe. I'm going to double check and make sure that that makes sense. It looked good, so I'm going to hit enter. It's going to be a pretty big number, I think. 4602428. So C squared equals 4602428.661. I'm going to take the square root of that. C squared. And I get 2145.327. So 2145.327. It doesn't say what to round to, so I'm going to do hundreds place. 2145.33. All right, and that's what I've got looking out there. All right, now again, this would probably have 2-3 parts if it's an IB question. We're just trying to get used to one thing at a time right now, and we'll look at some IB problems a little later on in the year.